Well, Ducky has been doing well in the house. She's been really thriving. I take her out every day and let her run around, exercise a little bit. And I've taken her down to the barn a couple of times to introduce her to the rest of the family. But she has grown so fast and gotten so energetic. It's now time. We need to see if she can hang with them. So we're going to take her down today and let her spend all day with them. We'll probably bring her back in for the night and ease her into this, but she's going to spend a full day with the sheep, and we'll see how well that goes. But yeah, she's gotten too big for the house. Well, we're back to normal Tennessee winter. Up in the 60s a little bit today, so that's a nice respite from that cold, brutally cold snap that we had last week. And where'd you go, baby? There, right here. That is Ducky. Don't touch the fence. Don't touch the fence. Don't touch the fence, guys. Oh, you're gonna learn the hard way. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Don't touch the fence, Ducky. Oh, Ducky. Baby, I'm so sorry. Well, that's the way it goes. Doggone it. I mean, it's best if they learn it when they're young. It'll stick with them and they won't have to deal with it later, but I do hate when they get sapped. But anyway, that's Ducky right there. She's been in the house with us for the last 12 days, and this morning we brought her outside and let her spend all day with the flock. And I won't say that she's acclimated to them yet, but no problems yet. Nobody was mistreating her, and she's finding her way around. And this little guy right here, hello, how are you? He's become known as Scrappy around here because he's so scrappy looking. And we're also bottle feeding him, but we never brought him into the house. We've been keeping him outside with his mom. And don't touch it, baby. Don't touch it and get hit again. You're gonna get hit again. Don't do it. Anyway, he'll learn. But he's eating good, eating real well. His mom's milk never came in, and she's just got real bad body condition. She's our three-legged sheep, Precious, and she was three-legged when we bought her. She got damaged or hurt in a tornado hit down in Alabama a couple years ago. And they ended up having to take her leg, and she's done well, but her body condition has continued to go downhill, and I think maybe just things are taking a toll on her. But anyway, she did good the first time around when we had her lamb. She lambed Sweet Pea, and she did a good job raising her. She had plenty of milk. This time around, though, she's not nearly as in good a condition. So we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with her, see if we can get her back to bounce back where she needs to be. But in the meantime, we're keeping this little fella healthy by feeding him a bottle, and he's eating like a machine. And the rest of the flock are really getting into the groove of our routine. Today was another hay day. Yesterday we had them out on pasture. I don't think I filmed anything on that. But one thing I did notice was that 0-degree weather that we had really knocked out what grass we did have. I'm hopeful with the warmer temperatures and some rain coming in the next day or two, maybe some of that grass will bounce back. But basically 75% of what we had that was green in the pasture is now brown after the thaw. So we may have less grass than we thought we had, and we didn't think we had much. So we'll adjust. We'll do whatever we have to do to keep these guys healthy and fed. Sorry, buddy. He'll learn. You'll learn. Yeah, it smarts, don't it, baby? Pawpaw's had it hit him too. It ain't just y'all. That new Charger packs a wallop. So, anyway, I'm just gonna go through the flock here in the next few minutes and check everybody out and look at some feet, see how everybody's doing. We'll probably run them through the spin chute here in another week or so and just give everybody a good check, but I'm gonna do some spot checks real quick. We've got in Tennessee a plant called privet, and it grows in tree lines and fence lines and that kind of stuff at the edge of the woods and whatnot, and some in the woods. And the sheep love it. They love to pick at the leaves. And this is what it looks like normally, these green leaves here. That's what it normally looks like. And we got a little bit like that. But as you look down this fence line or this tree line, all that is privet and all of that is brown. That's a problem. Because we would have and had planned on putting the sheep some over the course of this winter out in the pasture or in the woods for a few days here and there to just relieve some pressure off the pastures and give them a break from just hay all the time. And I don't think this will come back until the spring, so I'm fixing to take a walk in the woods and see what else got hurt with these cold temps. But yeah, that's going to mean a whole lot more hay. Well, there is some good news. It seems like in the woods, probably because of the trees breaking the wind and these plants not having to face that brutal wind chill that got down into the mid -30s, seems to have fared better. So we've got quite a few plants out here that are still fairly green. It didn't seem to be hurt too bad, and then this took a bit of a hit and it's wilted some, but it doesn't look like it's completely killed. So we got a fair amount, and there is some grass at different places in the woods out here, so we'll have a little bit. It won't be as much as what we had hoped, but it's not a total loss. Let's see, it's January the 1st, first day of the new year, and we're back out on pasture, what little we've got. So this is our first paddock on the old rotation side. So for the last several weeks, we've been over on what we call the hayfield side, and giving it its first pass. We finished that, and now we're back to taking the old rotation side, breaking it up into 4 large paddocks and giving them a couple days on each paddock. So this is their second half day on this first large paddock, and we got them the first section up to, but not including the pond. And I got my two little helpers down here. This is come here, buddy. Oh, this little gal right here, this is Ducky. We put her out here with the flock a couple days ago, and man, I don't know if you can see how thick she is, but she's really packing on the weight. So she's done good under our care. This is the first one that we brought into the house to try to take care of that seems to be working. I'm not declaring victory yet, because she's still got to get out here and be exposed and see how her immune system holds up. But she's doing good. I love that face. My goodness. You're a sweetie. Yes, you are. You're a sweetie. Okay, and then this one here, come here, buddy. This is this is Precious's lamb. So she didn't have any milk. So he didn't come in the house, but we have been feeding him with a bottle. And he's got a great appetite. He's doing well. And of course, these two follow me everywhere I go and under my feet all the time. Yes, you are. Making it hard for me to do my work. But that's all right. They're worth it. They're worth it. Ain't you, baby? So there's not a lot of grass in this field. I mean, there's more probably than it looks, but it's just not what we were hoping to have at this point. But they're finding something to eat. There's a little bit of green grass left in here, and there's a lot of that browner looking grass that they can eat. That's actually better than hay. They're just gonna save it till last until there's nothing green left. With our flock increasing pretty substantially over the last few months, and with us not having very much grass in the pasture for this winter, we're going to be setting out a second bale of hay, a second round bale, for them to eat on their hay days. And there's just not enough positions around the bale right now for everybody to kind of get in there when they want to. And I think some of the little ones are getting stepped on every once in a while with all the crowding and a little bit of competition. So we're going to take this old cattle panel here that we're using as a makeshift gate, a switch gate here, and take it back up to the barn, and we're going to roll off a bale of hay, and we'll wrap it with this and let them have a second bale that they can, more of them can be at the table at the same time.
You're clear, but you're tight. Yeah, I'll push. Alright, be back. Well, we got it off. And we got it turned upright on the side that he wanted. Granted, while it was on its side, we had to turn it like 360 degrees twice so he could get it precise. That was fun. But it is off the trailer. Workout done for the day. Okay, so I'm going to get the box plate. He's going to move the truck and get the panels around it. Today hooks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do need 2 more clips.
I'll go get 2 off the 4-wheeler.
Yeah, they're in that little cut. So this a 16-foot cattle panel will be enough to wrap will be enough to wrap around a 4x4 hay bale, but these are 5x5, so it don't really matter. Medium to big if we've got them. A 16-foot panel will go around a 4x4 hay bale. These are 5x5 hay bales, so they won't quite reach. So I'll use a half panel to make up the difference. But anyway, this will give us a double shot of hay for them. They should have plenty of room for pretty much everybody to get around and get them a bite to eat without having to compete too hard for it. And this one is about, they've eat about 1/3 to a half of it, and this one will be new, so we can kind of take turns swapping them out, and it'll give us a little wiggle room in case it's a day of rain or two and not really conducive to moving hay. So, and I think part of it too, people talk about stress on animals, and I think one of the stresses that animals feel, livestock animals, is scarcity of food. And this will help with reducing the sense of food is scarce. And there'll be food whenever they want it. It might not be the food they prefer, but they're not going to starve. And I think if they know that, it'll just be a little bit less stress in their life. So just making adjustments as we go, trying to get through the impact of this fall drought that we had and try to survive until spring. Now let's see, it's January the 2nd, and Gabby has had her lamb. I thought she was getting started in her labor process yesterday afternoon, and looks like she delivered a single. That's what she did last time. Little boy, another ram.
Yeah. I'll take him. They follow him everywhere. It's sweet. They're always up under his feet. That's funny.
That's a really good sight to see. Even though we're kind of thin on grass, we've had a pretty bad cold snap with some pretty severe low temps and a brutal wind for a few days, followed by some days of rain where things were just kind of miserable. And it's just nice to see them all back out on pasture. And you can just tell they're a lot more at ease when they can spread out and they can get on clean ground and fresh grass. their natural place to be. It's good to see them there.